Hey guys, I'm Logan. We're up to Season 5, Episode 7. Game of Thrones, we're getting close. Season 6, right around the corner. Here we go. Man, I hope this works.
First Ranger, you have commanded Castle Black.
Lord Commander, it is my duty to tell you I believe this mission to be reckless, foolhardy, and an insult to all the brothers who have died fighting the wildlands.
Yeah.
As always, thank you for your honesty.
I'm just waiting for something to happen that I do not see coming.
Gillyflower. Before it's too late.
Is he dead?
Theon.
Do what he says. Do what he says or he'll hurt you.
He already hurts me every night. All day I'm locked in this room and every night he comes. Climb to the top of the broken tower. Light this candle and put it in the window. Promise me, Theon.
Read! My name is...
Snap out of it.
Your name is Theon
And
Greyjoy.
do your shit. I freaking...
Last surviving son of Balon Greyjoy, Lord of the Isle.
Yes, Reek.
She needs help now.
His name was Aemon Targaryen.
You're losing all your friends, darling.
Excuse me?
Our scouts report that Stannis Baratheon rides for Winterfell. He's a respected commander. His troops are loyal and battle-tested.
What happens if she has a boy?
Then I'll have a baby brother.
But he'll be the heir.
I'm Lord Bolton's eldest son.
But you're a bastard. A true-born will always have the stronger claim.
Your northern friend. Reek told me you wanted to leave. Why? Winterfell.
I retreated from King's Landing, Sir Davos. If I retreat again, I become the king who ran.
Your Grace.
Winter is coming. Those aren't just the stark words.
How is it
Fact.
coming?
If we march
It
back
looks like
to
it's
Castle
here.
Black,
Winter has got to be, like, right around the corner.
we don't have Robert's bastard here.
No. We have someone better. And your blood runs through her veins.
I knew it.
You lost your mind. Get out.
If she does it anyways, oh. Pissed off. I will be pissed.
Blood on the wall.
There's no need to be rude. We just want a little affection.
Get your hands off her. With a Derek. With a Brant. I believe you both have guard duty tonight.
Sam the Slayer. You're gonna slay me with that sword? Look at his handshake.
Gilly, go on. Get back to your room. Lock the door.
On. Come on!
God damn it!
Stop a little while, bitch. Come on. Come on.
Right.
Checkmate, bitches. Oh, Sam. Oh, shit.
30. Do I have 40? 15? 15 gold honors. Do I hear 60? 16. 20. So, wait! You have to buy me as well. Why? We're a team. I'm a great fighter, too. It's funny. You have to give him that.
1 gold. Hell yes! Hell yes! Hell yes! Kick his ass!
It's funny.
Hell yes.
On the day of the great games,
gather all the great masters and wise masters and worthy masters you can find and slaughter them all.
I am a queen. You live among murderers, thieves, and rapists, and yet you punish Loras for shagging some perfume ponce, and Marjorie for defending her brother?
Yes. The gods' laws must be applied to all equally.
If it's equality you want, so be it. When House Tyrell stopped...
And when the many stop fearing the few.
What? Damn!
I'll call in the army. I'll take back the sept and kill every last one of them.
I like that plan.
I'll start a war if I have to.
You know as well as I do who the first casualty of that war would be.
Oh, man. God, come on.
I'll do everything I can to win her freedom and her brother's. Your happiness is all I want in this world.
She's trying to freaking gain you back on her side.
No, you don't.
The one's too dangerous for you. I've come to take you home.
This is my home. This has been my home for years. I didn't want to come here, but she told me to. I did what she said. I did my duty, and now she's forcing me to go back.
It's for your own good. These are complicated matters.
It's not complicated at all. It's simple. I love Trystane. I'm going to marry him, and we're staying right here.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You don't know.
I've tasted the Donishman's wine.
He's got a good voice. Your nose is bleeding. They call it the long farewell.
You're a bitch.
It takes time to work. But if a single drop makes contact with the skin, death. Who's the most beautiful woman in the world?
Wow. She's impressive.
Do you deny a part in all this?
Cersei summoned me to King's Landing. I dared not refuse her.
And what did she want?
The same kind I gave Cersei. A handsome young man.
What? Ah, boy.
Move yourself!
She's gonna see him. What? What are you doing? Don't just run out there without your sword, man. She does not like this. She knows who that is. Get out of those damn chains! Thank you.
Get him out of my sight.
Khaleesi, please. I just need a moment of your time. Yes.
Who are you?
I am the gift. It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. My name is Tyrion Lannister.
Oh my god.
Mind about that. I've been told men often go mad in the black cells beneath the Red Keep. Though I suppose your isolation will end when your trial begins. My son needs me now more than ever.
Get out, you hateful bitch!
For the trial.
Then they will be shown the mother's mercy. But we find when we strip away your finery.
Ooh.
Now his soul is so light, he will float through the seven heavens like a bird.
Oh, shit.
Move. Let me go immediately.
You would order her to let me go. I am the queen. I am the queen. Have you lost your mind? Let me.
Look at my face. It's the last thing you'll see before you die.
Oh my god. Great episode of Game of Thrones. The High Sparrow is terrible, but he's so good at the same time. He has taken out the queen, her brother, and then the mother of the king. So, Queen Mother. Just like that. What are they going to do? You know? Do they die for what they did? I don't know. They have to have a trial. Which, you know, completely ridiculous. This is like the extreme. The High Sparrow is like an extreme version of like some religious person. The complete extreme. So this is interesting. Jorah and Tyrion are with Daenerys. We'll see how that plays out. Jorah is touched, so he's got something spreading on his arm. The stone thing spreading on his arm. That's dangerous. I don't know if he's going to live through it or not. Baelish and Alina? Shit. Olenna. Oh my god, they said it in this episode, and for so long I've been saying it wrong. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Trying to work together. Baelish is a mastermind. He's on everybody's side, but he's not. So at the end of the day, whose side is he going to fully be on, and what is he going to do? You don't know. You don't know until he does it. He's an interesting guy, and I absolutely love him. Maester Raymond died. That sucks. I loved him. I really did. He will be missed. Sansa's in a really, really terrible spot. It really, really irritates me. Where she's at. It's just... Oh, God. I want that girl to be safe, for once. I don't know. Is Baelish coming back? When is Baelish coming back? Is he coming back? Did he know this was going to happen? I don't know. We're getting close to the end of season 5. We got, what, 3 episodes left? 4 episodes left? Something like that. What episode is this? 7? 3 episodes left. In season 5. So things are going to go down, and then we're going to be in season 6, and I'm waiting for a big death. I feel like we're about to get one major death. Maybe of someone on the top 10 currently right now. I don't like Marjorie's chances. We'll see. Let's get a top 10. Top 10. the top 10, the highly debated top 10, the highly questioned top 10. Nobody else from any other show questions my top 10 more than Game of Thrones fans. But you know what? That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I try to answer questions. People, you know, if you question my top 10, it's fine. I try to answer those questions. Now, it's certainly a lot harder to answer those questions now because I'm so far ahead of everybody on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and you're questioning my top 10, or it's gonna take a lot longer for me to either see it or for me to even respond to it. Now, if you're on Patreon, obviously I can probably respond to it pretty quickly. But I think people were questioning when Tyrion was locked up, how is he still on the top 10? It's simply because he did enough to stay on the top 10. And nobody proved that they were better than him. You know, if somebody stays where they're at, that means nobody has done, in my mind, better than they have so far. And, you know, there's this whole question of me repeating myself of what the top 10 stands for and what I look at in the top 10, and I'm tired of repeating myself. So go back and watch all the reactions and get caught up, and you'll understand what the top 10's about. Because I'm just not going to continue to say what it's about, and it's not a favorite list. That's just what it is. If people tend to think it's a favorite list, people tend to think it's a power ranking. It's not. It's more of a deserved list, I guess. There's more things I go into detail of, like, specifically what kind of drives a character up and down, and I've already said that so many times, so I guess either go back and watch the videos, or just keep in mind it's a list of people who deserve it. Maybe that helps. Anyways, Lord Baelish will maintain the number 1 spot. He is extremely amazing. Tyrion will maintain the number 2 spot. Cersei will maintain the number 3 spot. Daenerys hasn't really been a huge... hasn't really had, like, a huge role in, you know, people... This is another thing people have questioned. Is that I'm not giving enough credit to really good storylines that are not being heavily focused on, but they're very important. Okay, that's... I'm not going to put somebody in the top 10 just because they're extremely important to the story. I'm going to put somebody in the top 10 who deserves it. Like, if... It's important to be important to the story, but people who say that and who have been saying that I'm not paying attention to those storylines and those characters, like Bran, maybe, or other characters, they haven't done enough compared to everybody else, in my opinion. Now, in your opinion, obviously you think they have, but they haven't to me. So, you know, you have to make the most of your on-screen appearances. So if you don't, then you're just simply not going to be high on the list. That's just how it is. It's a deserving list, you know. I mean, yes, their storyline might be important, and it's extremely crucial to what's going on in the entire story. They have to make the most of it, and if they do enough with that storyline and that character, you know, if it's Bran, you know, with the Raven, we haven't seen him in a while. If he at the end of the day has an extremely amazing performance and it all wraps around, then he will get his chance to be in the top 10. It's just as of right now and as I see things, he and whoever people are talking about are not in the top 10. It's perfectly fine to question my top 10. I have no problems with answering. And it doesn't frustrate me. I love people who disagree with me. As long as you do it respectfully. Like, I mean, there are people out there who call me an idiot for having this my top 10 the way it is. That's not respectfully, and you're actually the idiot. Moving on. Arya will maintain. Freaking Varys, dude. I miss him. Okay. This is where things are going to get interesting. Because I think somebody just catapulted theirself into the number 7 spot. I don't think it's higher than Varys, because Varys has been extremely good when he's been on screen, and the things that he's done have been just fantastic. And I think this is where we're going to draw the line. So I'm going to do HS. The Sparrow, High Sparrow, will be coming in at 7, which means everybody here is just going to drop down 1, I believe. Yes. So Marjorie will come in at 8. We'll have Jon coming in at 9, Sansa coming in at 10, and Jaime will fall off the top 10. Sparrow just deserves it. He really does. After this episode, it was just such a huge performance and a huge thing that he's done. Specifically in this one, he was really good in this episode. And he deserves to be in the top 10. As far as like future episodes and kind of the flow of what's going on, I do have a red marker, so I will use this for what I think is going to happen. I do expect Daenerys to kind of have a bigger performance, so I expect her to go up in the future. Depending on what happens to Tyrion, I don't think he's going to move much, but I think other people are going to come into play, so he might slightly fall down. I feel like Baelish is going to continue doing what he's going to do, so I think he's going to stay the same. Arya's storyline and what she's doing is just continuously interesting, so I feel like she might move up. If we talk about the Sparrow, I feel like he's going to move up. Varys, if Varys continues the role that he's on right now, I don't think he's going to do anything. I think Cersei is on her way down. I think Marjorie's on her way down. I think Jon has a very, very good chance of moving up. I think Sansa, if she can get out of there, or if she fights back, I see her moving up. Now, if she doesn't, she's going to maintain. And most likely maintain. She could fall. So I think she is the biggest question mark on the top 10. I feel like she could go either way. We shall see. I hope she goes up. I hope she increases. She's in a tough spot, and she's been in a tough spot this entire show. I really feel terrible for her. And I just want her to be okay. Is that everybody? I think it is. As far as other characters, Jaime just dropped out of the top 10, so he's obviously someone who I could see as moving up. It's all about what they give me. I'm going to make the top 10 based on what characters give me, what they show on the show. Who deserves what? I guess I'm just going to call it like a deserving list from now on. Probably. Because it's not a power ranking, it's not a favorite list. So, it really is supposed to be a combination of a lot of things that go into my decision of why somebody moves up and down. Yeah. It's not a good list if you agree with me every single time. That's just the truth of it. What is the point in me having a list and you always agreeing with me? Exactly. There's no entertaining aspect behind that. If I make a list and every single person is agreeing with me, there's no entertaining aspect behind me making a video and me saying things about somebody's situation and everybody agreeing with me. The people who disagree with me make it interesting, and they allow a conversation. And it's perfectly fine to do that on this channel. as long as it's respectful. That's kind of what I was shooting for a long time ago. When I kind of called out some people who were being disrespectful. I'm going to call you out if you're going to be an asshole. Because I don't put up with people like that. But nobody's done that in a while. I've had some idiot comments, but the idiots on the low level. You could say so much worse things. But I love y'all. Love the conversations that happen in the comment section. Love the questioning of my top 10 and the questioning of what I think on whatever's happening. It's been really fun so far. We're getting close to season 6, and then even closer to being caught up with the entire show. By the looks of it, right now, I did a little calculations, I did a little looking at stuff. I could either finish at the end of February or like the first week of March. I'll be caught up recording wise. Now, posting videos online, that's going to take a little longer. Maybe the end of March, I'm not sure. It depends how fast I can edit videos and get them out. So if that becomes a slow process and things, come up and allow me or prevent me from making them rapidly, it's going to take longer. But Patreon will have these videos. Patreon Tier 3 is going to have these videos weeks before everybody else. And then Tier 2 is going to slowly... Tier 2 is going to get at least one video a day by the schedule. So, go check it out. Down the link down in the description down below. See you next time.